Okay, so we need to do some copyright-free discussions. And so I'm embracing the supermoon energy. And we did some live streaming in the last couple of days. And we talked about bringing in the sun during this time period and using the sun as an energy source for we are batteries, okay, in order to clear out the bad energy, in order to deprogram, okay? And so there's a reason why there is interference in our lives. There is a reason why there is interference in technology. There's a reason why there's interference in our bodies. There's a reason why we may face certain health complications, okay, when we go through breaking contracts, okay? Supermoon, supernova, life coaching, okay? Learning from your life experiences as hate rises all around us. That's probably a good way to put it. All right. And so we're going to get right to the point. And then I talked a lot today. It's very important when we know when it's time to take days off from the gym. It's very important to know when we are dealing with people that have the reverse understanding of what we are saying. And I try to be very clear with what my intentions are with talking about the issues of selling sexuality. And unfortunately, that is viewed as misogyny and hate of women when we criticize the monetization of intimacy, love, and romance. Okay. And so when these events come to pass from the sun, things of that nature, we, the souls that chose to incarnate in this particular point in time, I know that I'm boring. I know that I make you feel uncomfortable. I know that I'm ugly. I know that I'm short. I know that I'm not what a lot of these fake-ass New Ager rich men are that channel alien beings that tell people everything is love and light and the ascension is just right around the corner. And that's lying to women. That's being untruthful to women. That's being deceptive to women. The spiritual lessons that I understand is that if you want to have spiritual people in your life, you have to find people that respect your life. You have to find people that pass the basic tests, that you shouldn't get in bed with, talk to, have anything to do with anybody on the internet at all that has a callous nature right now. Even if people come and they agree with you and they don't reveal their true selves to you right away, you need to understand that a lot of human beings right now are not being honest about their cruelty, okay? They're not believing that all lives matter. They're only believing that certain lives matter. And because of generational rape and trauma, there's actually a lot of coveted hatred that a lot of women have right now towards men like me. There's actually a lot of hatred that some men have towards certain women. And so when I talk about the dangers of porn, they don't take me or talk about the good attributes. When humans now are only able to see, quote, the negative aspects of yourself, the character defects, if you will. And they can't look at your channel and say, this is good, I like this is good. If they can only attack, they're trying to attack your soul. So therefore you stop uploading and you stop helping people that do get something out of your information. So you need to understand the spiritual tests that are around you. If you want to go out of your way and find community, you have to find them now in the real world away from the computer screen. Okay, these computer screens and these algorithms and these dating websites have actually done a lot of serious damage to people. And a lot of people aren't forthright about that. Now, TikTok is something that I've been recommending that women get away from. The showing of that ass, the selling of that ass, the branding of that ass. And there is obviously a lot of massive cultural appropriation of a lot of information from the East. And they revel in that. And they love it when we suffer. Which is why when you're a man and you're a public person, if you're trying to attract certain women into your life, you can't talk about your trauma with them because the ones that incarnated with us in this generation don't want to be a part of the healing process. They're there to target, like a Tutanka, big buffalo, those of us men that have the capability to heal millions of people, right? So name calling and being cruel and engaging in cruelty and addressing people like they're pieces of garbage in a matter of week are all signs that there's a reason why only certain humans end up drawn through auto-suggest to our channels. That it's actually a bad thing if you're a man of God to really get your hands dirty with anybody in the audience because they have a history often, more often than not, to hurt somebody. There is very, very little evidence of love and light or any really compassion or remorse for the millions of people that your people killed after 9/11 in either Iraq and Afghanistan. You have no anti-war movement. All there is just a really strong lust for black guys and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we can see on the mainstream media. And it's obvious. It's obvious what women want. And it's obvious that short brown men that have no status, have no land, are worthless. Their energy, though, is good with their brains. But when I offer to give people a healing session or to talk to them over the phone or Zoom, because when you do that, you're bypassing the archonic interference, the targeting program. You can bypass the targeting program when you talk directly with your voice. A lot of women are afraid of that, and the alien handler energy won't let them get direct healing. It's always seen as a threat. It's always seen as a perversion. And so constantly, there are people that have approached me for years, without saying who or names, that have all been the worst and cruelest people ever. It's never been truly nice. And it's never come from within my own, very rarely, my own people outside of this culture. It's always been within this culture and the judgment of this culture of the post 9/11 world, which comes with a lot of deep-seated rage, racial rage. When I said over and over, I had nothing to do with that day. And yet there's a complete disregard for the women in this world that I have birth trauma, that I was born the son of white women. The women in this culture have zero attempt to want to even talk about healing, therapy, treatment, meditation, or how about just a silent meditation where we hook up on Zoom and we just go like this back and forth. Why would I still be seen as a bad man when I say from the get-go, we need to talk and have mutual healing back and forth? Why are so many people out there to try to break men's hearts is the question. That's the question. So it's an alien agenda, really, to get rid of the healers on earth and get us into silence and to call us names and to stop our light from emitting, so that women are basically left to their own devices in the hell of their own creation. So when I warn about what's coming, it's bumping up upon heads that I think believe that we're about to ascend. It's the 5D. So that's why I say I believe that it's an evil dark ET agenda, because it seems like they're just angry that I'm saying that we're not about to ascend. I don't believe in that. No, I don't believe in that. I believe that some horrible things are about to occur on the earth. And because I'm warning about World War III and the invasion, it's like they think that I'm trying to sum it up like I'm a witch. And so I'm actually being targeted all the time through email, through bad technology, through satellites, through voice to skull, through the ringing in my ears. So even though the women talk about being targeted, they don't even think for a second what it was like to be in my shoes, to have to move from one place to another. It's like they don't even view me as a human being.